Hey, coach. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, I want to. Boy, I had such a wonderful mentoring session with a coach, just like you. She was brought in her coaching, and we were listening to it. And before we even started, something amazing and beautiful happened. And I have to share it with you. And really, truly, this will absolutely, hopefully, start to waken and open up and get you to think a little bit differently about your coaching. And when you are ready for more, this is just a little teeny tiny scrape of value that's waiting for you in the Fast Pass to Masterful Coaching, the advanced coach training program that is just, it's unlike anything else you've ever been on and that you will ever take. Now, there's some incredible coach trainings out there. I'm not saying this is the only one. I'm saying this is unlike anything you've ever had, because this course takes you on a deep, profound, solid, expansive journey to reveal the masterful coach that you already are. You just gotta learn how that coach exists and how he shows up and all of that. And that coach is just already showing up probably in ways you don't even know. So this video, I want to share with you about. Go click the link below. It's right there. Learn more about the class at Fast Pass to Masterful Coaching. Go click the links to register and sign up, because you do not want to miss the next one that's coming around. And I want to share with you a little insight that this coach did so brilliantly. So one of the things that I do, and I'm gonna share with you some gold here. This is gold where when I have shared this, 99 out of 100 coaches that I've shared with have gone, oh, oh, well, well that changes it. Yes, it absolutely does. And I want to clarify, because first off, a precursor to this, there's a mythology that we need to get the agenda established before we begin coaching. It's kind of true. There's a truth to it, in the sense of you cannot coach without a clear topic or focus, without having a really solid, defined purpose as to why we are talking, what we are focusing on, and what is the expectation and the plan and the design of what we want from the end, by the end of this coaching. I mean, that's all there. That's all core competency number 3. That's all agreements. That's all that. And the trap that we fall into is, I can't coach until I get the agenda clear. So if it takes your client 10 minutes, great. You got all this time to do coaching. If it takes you 17 minutes to figure it out, okay, yeah, we still have plenty of time to coach. But oh my goodness, heaven forbid that your client is caught up in problems, and they're caught up in their crap, and they're caught up in their circumstances, and they're caught up in their stories, and they're caught up in their explanations, and they're caught up in their rationals, and they're all that stuff. And we're just trying to sift through it. And it seems like the topic keeps changing and evolving. And then we start to get a grab. Oh no, but then it's something else. And 40 minutes have gone by. Oh my goodness, we haven't started coaching yet. We're wasting all this time. I know that's not you, but that's actually what starts to bubble up. And there's an impatience and an urgency that starts to grab the coach, and we start rushing through the coaching. Or we start uh, we start rushing through the coaching, or we start grabbing way prematurely. And we just jump into vague, generic, kind of loose or confused topics unclear and your client is not on board with you, but we're going to take it and go anyways because we have been wasting time and we've got to get this agenda established before we coach. And there's the problem. Now, there's a whole big, deep lesson on this. But to really solidify and sink this deeper, and I'm not going to, I don't have the time to give you everything. That's why this is an invitation for you to join the class, the Fast Pass Masterful Coaching, truly. But this is just to let you know what's waiting for you. Because there's actually really simple shifts that make a profound difference in that agenda seeking, clarifying, identifying discovery time. Recognize the very fact that it might be taking so long and so hard for you, a trained, likely certified, experienced, skilled coach, and it's taking you 20, 30, 40 minutes or more to work with your client, to figure it out and to narrow it down. This is what we're going to talk about, for crying out loud, client. Can we just land on a topic? And if it's that hard for you, imagine what it must be like for them without you. That is where your coaching gets to truly begin. Because it is true, you cannot coach without an agenda, but you're still coaching your client. The agenda and the topic in that early section, in that agenda section, is I'm coaching you to identify what you need to focus on in the next section, the next part of our coaching. Because even if it took 55 minutes in an hour session, and you're still narrowing it down and identifying, and then new things are coming up, and then distractions, and then rabbit holes, and then shiny objects, and then other things, and then it's complex, but then it's simple, but then it's clear, but then it's not, and it just sucks up the whole coaching session. I can promise you, if you are truly standing in a masterful coaching space, if you are truly with your client, if you are truly in that time, the whole time, connecting, revealing, and empowering your client, even when you don't lock it in, you can still check in with your client at the end. So what are you getting from this? What are you noticing? What's coming up for you? You can still go and tap into your client's wisdom and learning and discovery from that coaching. You're not coaching them on moving forward, making a difference, being great. You're coaching them on being clear and aware of what it is that you want to work on and grow. It's just a little shift, but it makes a profound difference, coach. You don't need to rush it. You don't need to. Now, I get it. If you're submitting a recording to ICF, they're not going to appreciate a call that's going to last 55 minutes of agenda sifting. It's not a good one to submit. That's all. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that it's not enough for them to see and witness your whole coaching. But in real world coaching, it sometimes happens. And to let go of your need and attachment of how the coaching is supposed to be, and be with your client where they are so you can help them clarify together in partnership what's the next step. What are we talking about when we get there? That's it. I'm telling you, if you want more, there is so much more. This is the little pinky tip of the entire hand, of the entire arm, of the entire full body of coaching, growth, discovery, insight, wisdom that is waiting for you to discover and create and just incorporate into your coaching. The fast path to masterful coaching is waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. I want you there because I know the kind of coach you're going to be when you walk out. This is the class that MCC coaches and 20-year veterans have declared has been the most amazing coach training they've ever been on. And I want that for you. And until then, I wish you amazing, clear, exploring, discovering, honing in patient coaching. And we'll talk next time.